Welcome back, everybody. This is Brian Kirk with Eat to My Own Beat, taking the road less traveled, with another History of Portugal session. This is episode 88, and this episode is continuing on the series of Umayyad Conquest of Iberia. This one is titled The Ethnic Groups and the Rise of Conflicting Internal Tensions. In the first stage of the invasion, the armies were made up of Berbers from northern regions of North Africa. Together with different groups of Arabs from the Western Asia, these people clustered around the banner of the Umayyads and did not mix together, remaining in separate towns and boroughs. The Berbers, recently subdued and superficially Islamicized, were usually in charge of the most difficult tasks and the most rugged terrains, similar to the ones found in northern African homeland, while the Arabs occupied the gentler plains of the southern Iberia. Consequently, the Berbers went on to stations in Galicia, possibly including Asturias, and the upper Marches, or the Ebro Basin. But these lands remained unpleasant, humid, and cold. The grievances resented by the Berbers under Arab rulers, attempts to impose tax on Muslim Berbers, etc., sparked the rebellions in northern Africa, and they expanded into Iberia. An early uprising took place in 730, when Uthman ibn Nasir, or Mununza, master of the Eastern Pyrenees, or Ceretania, allied with the Duke Odo of Aquitaine, and detached from Cordoba. Those internal frictions continually threatened, or sometimes may have spurred, the ever-expanding Umayyad military effort in Al-Andalus during the conquest period. Around 739, on learning the news of Charles Martel's second intervention in Provence, Uqba ibn al-Hajjaj had to call off an expedition to the lower Rhone in order to deal with the Berber revolt in the south instead. The following year, the Berbers garrison stationed in Lyon, Astorga, and northern western outposts gave up their positions, and some of them even embraced the Christian religion. The Muslim settlement was therefore established permanently south of Douro's banks. The Berbers' rebellions swept the whole of Al-Andalus during an Ibn al-Malik ibn Qatan al-Fihri's term of governor. Reinforcements were then called for the other end of the Mediterranean in military capacity. The Syrian Juns, actually Yemeni Arabs, the Berber rebellions were quelled in blood, and the Arab commanders came up reinforced after 742. Different Arab factions reached an agreement in alternate in office. This did not last long, since Yusuf ibn Abd al-Rahman al-Fihri, opposed to the Umayyads, remained in power up to his defeat by Abd al-Rahman I in 756, and the establishment of the independent Umayyad Emirate of Cordoba. It was in this period of unrest that the Frankish king Pepin finally captured Narbonne from the Andalusians in 759. In Yusuf and Ibn al-Rahman's fight for power in Al-Andalus, the Syrian troops, a mainstay of the Umayyad Caliphate, split. For the most part, Arabs from Mudhar and Qais tribes sided with Yusuf and did not second or third generations. Arabs from northern Africa, while Yemen units and some Berbers sided with Ibn al-Rahman, probably born to North African Berber mother himself. In 756, south and central Al-Andalus, Cordoba, Seville, were in the hands of Ibn al-Rahman, but it took still 25 years for him to sway over the upper Marches, Pamplona, Zaragoza, and all the northeast. So that was another episode of the History of Portugal. If you like this podcast, please make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast streaming provider. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that great stuff, share. We will be embarking on a trip to Portugal, and we'll be covering some of the topics that we've discussed on these episodes. So until next time, keep eating at your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day.